Video games have always been woke. In this current era of entertainment, specifically gaming, we constantly hear this term, woke. This phrase is used derogatorily and basically call a game bad. I'm not gonna go too in depth on this word because I already did a video on it. In 2026 though, whenever a game is labeled as woke, it means the following. The protagonist isn't a straight white male, there are LGBTQ themes present, and progressive politics or themes are seen within this game. Now ironically, in my last video, I stated how whenever a black protagonist is brought up, it is instantly hit with the label of woke. Literally a day after me dropping that video, Silent Hill released its new protagonist for its upcoming game. It is a black man named Simon. This set the internet on fire, and a large group of people were already calling the game woke. I want to address this comment specifically right here. People are tired of politics in games. What is political about that? It's literally just a black protagonist. What the f? Now in today's video, we're gonna be taking a look back at a few game titles that, if released in 2026, would be labeled as woke. No more talking though, let's hop into this video. The first game to me that would be labeled as woke if dropped in 2026 is GTA 4. Released almost 18 years ago back in 2008, this game is quite different from other GTA titles. It's dark, gritty, and looking back when I initially played it, I didn't like it. For context, I played this game past its prime around 2011. I was 10 years old, very young, and just the overall dark theme of the game, I couldn't really get down with it. Now that I'm older, I have a better appreciation for this game. In just the past 5 years, I've replayed this game about 4 times now, and as time goes on, the game ages even better. Now the protagonist of GTA 4 is Niko Bellic. Personally, to me, he's the most well-rounded GTA character of all time. He's in my top 3 aside of him, Trevor, and Franklin. Niko was born in 1978 in Yugoslavia. He had a very hard life early on. He grew up with both parents. His mom was loving, but his dad, on the other hand, was an abusive alcoholic. It was so bad for him that Niko and his family didn't have electricity until the age of 12. Now Niko is a war veteran. He was a part of the Yugoslavian wars. Niko fought in these wars as a teenager, and through this time he's seen a lot of bad things and also did a lot of bad things.
War is where the young and stupid are tricked by the old and bitter into killing each other. I was very young and very angry. Maybe that is no excuse. I killed people, smuggled people, sold people.
And you don't worry about your soul?
After you walk into a village and you see 50 children all sitting neatly in a row against the church wall, each with their throats cut and their hands chopped off, you realize that the creature that could do this doesn't have a soul.
This is what I love about Niko so much. He knows he's a bad person. He never tries to say he's good. Now, I'm about to get deep here. Y'all already know me, right? I have empathy, and I feel like a lot of people, they don't, especially for black people. Niko, to me, represents a lot of the YNs or black degenerates within the black community. Although they did have a choice to make different decisions, the options they choose are really the only cards that they're dealt. I see Niko with the wars, that's kind of what he was in. The way I see it is the way that I wish the world would see, you know, some troubled black teens. We are all products of our environment. Like, I genuinely think they need to do a study where they get a whole bunch of black people, right? Black teens, white teens, whatever. Get a group of them, put them in stable homes, great education systems, balanced meals that they can eat every day, and non-toxic environments to live in, and see how their life turns out. I can guarantee you it's going to be something positive. But hey, that's my 2 cents. Y'all know I gotta get deep every now and then. Let's get back into the story. Now, off the rip in GTA 4, Niko is already very critical of this American dream. His cousin Roman in the game basically brags about how he's living good, this and that, and the whole time it isn't true. Niko is also very critical of this American system and capitalism.
Capitalism is a dirty business.
What do you think about America, Niko? Tell me straight. You love it, no?
I don't know, Roman. It's stupid. Everything is just advertising with nothing to back it up. They tell you you're eating the best burger ever, and you believe it until you're sweating out all the chemicals in it, and the hormones are making your balls feel funny.
Do you think about politics much, Niko?
When you have seen what I have seen, you realize that most leaders are after the same thing. They're out for themselves, no matter what party they are a member of or what they claim to believe in.
Yeah, but if you had to choose, liberal or conservative?
I don't see a difference.
I share the same sentiment with Niko. You know, both parties, at the end of the day, they come from the same entity. Neither side has your best interest, especially for black people, and it's basically like choosing the lesser of greater evils. Now, the wokest thing that happened in this game to me is when Niko runs into his old-time army mate, Florian Kravik. Years ago, Florian and Niko fought in the Yugoslav Yugoslavian wars together. One day, they were a part of this 15-man unit, and while on a dangerous mission, the whole unit was ambushed and all died except for 3. Nico, Florian, and another man that you'll find out when you play the game. This was the result of someone snaking them out. Nico put 2 and 2 together, and it was either Florian or the other guy. This is one of the main reasons why Nico even came to America, and we further learn that in the story. But when Nico finds Florian, things are different. Florian is now living under a new name, Bernie Crane. On top of that, he's a totally different person from what Nico remembers. He's openly gay now. I love this. To me, it represents how trauma isn't the end of your story. Nico and Florian both come from very hard times. They both saw horrific things, did horrific things, but Florian was able to reinvent himself and now live his truth. I see this as a way of coping that differs from Nico. With him, he copes through violence and having this hardened exterior. Florian, on the other hand, is, you know, emotionally vulnerable and, like I said, living his truth. Now, Nico even embraces Florian, and there is a mission where someone is harassing him because he's gay, and Nico stands up for him.
I'm about done with you, homo!
Why don't you pick on someone who'll fight back?
What's your problem, lover?
Whatever you say, buddy. Unfortunately, for hitting my friend, I'm going to kick the shit out of you.
Another thing that may fit in the woke category is the different characters that Nico interacts with in the game. One of my favorite side characters of all time is Little Jacob. He's a Jamaican arms dealer who is loyal and a ride or die for Nico. Now, I'm not gonna lie, just kind of looking back and thinking of the context, Little Jacob kind of fits into the black best friend trope. Am I tripping, y'all? I don't know. We don't really learn a lot about him, but we are introduced just a tad bit into Little Jacob's culture. Rockstar gave us one of the best and funniest cutscenes of all time.
Some boy ramp with bad man, you know. And want to ask you a favor. Want know? Hey, my youth. Some boy them dip on the corner and thing, and the boy them a sell some things and thing, and I go on and say, oh, them don't want to give me my money and thing, and every corner my corner, and want my money and thing, you know. I no sweat I go, you know. I want to deal with the case proper. You know, see? Huh?
Imagine coming from Europe, you barely understand English, and you gotta hear that. I'm half Jamaican, so I can understand where Nico comes from. I remember the first time I met a lot of my relatives from Jamaica, and while sitting down listening to them talk, I'm like, what the f are y'all saying? Now, another black character that we are introduced within this story is Dwayne. Now, Dwayne is controversial because a lot of people dislike him. Well, not a lot, but some people have valid reasons for not liking him. Dwayne is kind of a buzzkill, okay? He's sad all the time, depressed, but I can appreciate it because instead of being like Nico bottling these emotions up, he just lets it out. And in this game, I think this is why Nico is drawn to him so much. Nico sees himself in Dwayne. With the options that you make within this game, you can end up becoming real close friends with Dwayne. And I truly love this dynamic between the two characters. Now, in this story, it also explores how black capitalism is no different from, you know, white capitalism or rich elites. In GTA 4, there's a character named Playboy X. He is a drug dealer who is transitioning into more corporate activities. I'm not gonna lie, Playboy X is a piece of shit. He is obsessed with 3 things: money, fame, and status. He'll literally do anything to get to the top. I don't want to spoil the game, but just know, always trust your gut. If you haven't played the game, you'll figure out when you play it. So looking back to the early 2010s, man, video games were woke as I say this because I vividly remember a handful of women protagonists in games. Bayonetta is the first that comes to mind. Released on October 29th, 2009, Bayonetta is a stylish action game about witches, angels, demons, and lost memories. This game will be labeled as woke mainly because of the protagonist. She doesn't fit into, you know, the patriarchy and actually goes against it. She's stronger than most males, got a bigger backbone, and be beating their ass. Now, to be fair, she is a sexy character. I say this all the time, but incels and white supremacy go hand in hand. I say this because the only time that they'll accept a woman character is if she's overly sexualized, right? And also white or light skinned. Another game I remember is Mirror's Edge. Released in November 11, 2008. All around, people pretty much love this title. Mirror's Edge is a first-person parkour game set in a futuristic city where communication is tightly controlled. The protagonist of this game is Faith Connors, an extremely skilled runner who is an Asian woman. She's not over-sexualized, but on the other hand, the game is in first person, so you don't really see her as much. Now, in this section, I also want to highlight just the LGBTQ themes that are present within past video games. Let's bring up the video game Bully, releasing back in 2006. In this game, you can literally give flowers to male characters. And guess what? You can also kiss them. In GTA San Andreas, releasing back in 2004, there are certain areas within this game where you can see LGBTQ flags just hanging up around the city. And for GTA 4, they had a whole DLC titled GTA 4, The Ballad of Gay Tony. In this DLC, you work for a gay wealthy night owner named Gay Tony. This was released back in 2009 9, and could y'all imagine the controversy if it released in 2026? Now in this section, I want to highlight more black protagonists. I did a full video on this topic already, but I feel like I missed a few great protagonists that I should sprinkle in here. Do y'all remember Andre Bishop from Fight Night Champion? Released in 2011, this is a boxing game with a story-driven career mode centering Andre Bishop, a black man. You are a promising young boxer fighting in local matches, climbing the ranks until you are hit with some controversy. You get arrested for a crime you did not commit. You go through setbacks, but ultimately you redeem yourself. And listen, I'm gonna just say this right here. Isaac Frost, I hate you. I hate you, nigga. Another protagonist is Lincoln Clay from Mafia 3. This game released back in 2016, and Lincoln is a Vietnam War veteran who returns to a fictional version of New Orleans. In this game, Lincoln Clay is raised in the black mob and was like a son to the black crime family that helped him. Now, I played this game but never finished it because of just how repetitive it was. I love the story, but gameplay wise, it got tiring. The best thing about this game though is the feature where you get to kill K members. Yes, you get to f them niggas up. Now, another game that released in 2016 was Watch Dogs 2. Now, I never played this game because I didn't play the one before. But in short, the game stars Marcus Holloway, a black nerd, super nerd I might add, who is extremely good with hacking and parkour skills. Just off that description alone, I know I was missing out. I'm gonna add that to my collection of games I need to finish this year. And the last black protagonist I want to bring up in this video is James Heller from Prototype 2. This was one of my favorite games. I don't know how I forgot this one. I think this is because at the time I never paid attention to the story while playing this game. It was just a lot of fun. It was kind of like Spider-Man to me, but like Spider-Man on steroids, and I was just having fun killing everybody. I never paid attention to the story. I'm actually working on a retrospective of this game that I will be dropping on my gaming channel this Sunday. Y'all see the channel right here, Lil Tony. I got a few videos already up over here. I'm not going to go too in depth on this character because y'all going to see it here. That video is going to be amazing. And how many of y'all played this game? That's it for this video though. I hope you guys enjoyed. I appreciate all the love and support y'all have been showing me, man. If y'all did not peep, we are over 100,000 subscribers. I made this channel and my second channel 6 months ago. 6 months ago, y'all. We are almost at 120K over here, and we just hit 100K on the other channel. I made these channels to talk about black issues, you know what I'm saying, black problems, and just, you know, how fed up a lot of us are on the internet. I'm so happy we were able to build this community and you know, continue to build up this community. I love everybody. If you not black, I still got love for you. What I hate is bigotry, racism, white supremacy. Like I said, I hate that sometimes I come off as harsh towards other races, bro, but that's just me. I'm unapologetic. Just know I love all of y'all, okay? But no more talking, man. If y'all want to see something similar to this, you got two options. Go watch out how woke got gentrified or black representation in video games. Matter of fact, check out both of them.